Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Grady Stadium here in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. Wade Smith alongside R.J. Lewis on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the Chapel Hill Panthers taking on the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles. Chapel Hill comes in at 3-3. B.E.S.T comes in at 2-4. A couple of struggling teams coming in right now. R.J., very quickly, give me what you got.
Look for the power running game from the Chapel Hill Panthers, and look for number 21, Trey Mitchell. He should be carrying the rock most of the time for tonight. That's one number B.E.S.T Academy has to circle in their game plan, number 21, Trey Mitchell. But looking forward to a great game, man. The weather is absolutely perfect, not a cloud in the sky as nighttime falls upon Atlanta. And once again at Grady Stadium, the beautiful Atlanta skyline in the background.
I'm with you there. Couldn't ask for better weather tonight. You've got Chapel Hill wearing the white and black helmets. B.E.S.T Academy in the blue jerseys, gold helmets, and gold pants. Going to be a great game out here tonight. Let's get ready for some Friday Night Football action. Waiting for the refs to give us the official signal.
I see both sidelines are fired up and ready to go.
And first kick's going to go out of bounds. They're going to set up now on the 35-yard line.
And let's see exactly what this Chapel Hill Panthers offense will have. Once again, looking for a power running game from the Panthers, looking to go downfield and downhill on their runs as well. So kind of look for B.E.S.T Academy early to stack the box, maybe get 6, maybe even 7 defenders in the box, because you know they scouted that power running game all week.
We'll get you numbers as they come in tonight, folks. Not a lot of info on either of these teams, both smaller schools here in the Atlanta area. Be happy to bring you this action, though. It's going to be a great game.
First kick out of bounds for the illegal procedure. So the Panthers will have great field position at their own 35-yard line.
Looks like at quarterback tonight we have number 13, Brett Roberts, and at running back, number 21, Trey Mitchell. He'll take the snap, and he'll hand to the left side. That's Trey Owens coming off the left. He breaks the tackle. He's going to get about an 8-yard gain before he's brought down by a few of the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles.
And just a spread option read that time. Hands the ball off to Mr. Bridges. Found a nice hole for an 8-yard gain on the left side, so a nice start for the Panthers early. Got to see if B.E.S.T Academy on that right side, that defensive line. It looks like they are in a 3-3 set, maybe even a 3-4 with 4 linebackers there in the box, but only 3 down linemen. That could be trouble. Now they put 4 down.
Chapel Hill coming out in a pistol formation this time. Bridges coming through in motion. Takes the snap, hands to the right side. Going to get a couple of yards close to the first down marker, but I think it's going to be a short, maybe 3rd and 1 right here.
Tackle made by number 10, Rontavius Belcher, right there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. He barely got a yard on that play. They're kind of being generous to the ball carrier, but brings up a 3rd down and short. And it's interesting what B.E.S.T Academy is doing. They're showing 3 down linemen as they break the huddle, but depending on what package comes in for Chapel Hill, they might sneak down and put 4 down linemen.
Now, as we heard in the pregame, Trey Mitchell was the power back in this set. Going to carry the ball a lot. Number 21, he's lined up in the backfield now. Look for him to get the ball on 3rd and 1 right here. He's going to get it on the counter from the right side. And actually, that is number 27, Jamarcus Morissette. He breaks a couple of tackles, going to be brought down all the way at the 12-yard line. Made the sub without us even noticing it. Number 27, Jamarcus Morissette.
Nice run by Morissette, just really up the gut, kind of to the right side. Was a very small hole, but he squeezed in there nicely and went upfield. Nice job by Deshaun Waller for B.E.S.T Academy, not giving up on the play, and was able to make the touchdown-saving tackle.
Big back there, very straight up and down runner, but he was able to get in some open space, and he made the guys miss.
Without a doubt, and you got to love the effort by number 2, the defensive back, Waller.
So 1st and 10 now, lined up near. Takes it to the right side, not going to go anywhere this time, though. Loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, the defense was there that time on Morissette. Brought some extra bodies. That'll be a no gain after a big gain on the previous play. What a nice run by Morissette a play ago.
So 2nd and 10 now. They're lined up between the 13 and the 14-yard line.
So we've seen 3 different players touch the rock thus far for the Panthers.
Morissette still lined up in the pistol formation in the backfield. Going to have a pass this time. Throws it out to the left side. Defensive back falls down. Going to be a race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Chapel Hill. That is John Chester Owens, number 4 for the Panthers.
And nice job of bringing it in. The defensive back that fell, Artavius Dulaney, fell and left the touchdown wide open for the Panthers. That was easy. After the big 56-yard run by Morissette, the Panthers punch it in for 6.
So 6-0 early lead for Chapel Hill. Extra point pending. That's number 44, Danny Williams, in to kick for the Panthers. Snap is back. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 7-0 Chapel Hill leads. 9:12 to go here in the first quarter.
And it's exactly as advertised for the Panthers, the running game. I was a little bit nervous about B.E.S.T Academy only having 3 4-down linemen and not really bringing pressure. You saw them bring pressure a little bit in the red zone, but they're going to have to take control of the running game. You can't let the Panthers' best part of their arsenal beat you. So they're going to have to take that running the game away somehow, some way.
Lined up deep to return the kick for B.E.S.T coming up. Number 2, Deshaun Waller, and number 4, Deontay Hill. Called Waller's name a couple times already. Not for good things, though.
Yeah, not for good things thus far. But, hey, it was just the first offensive series for the Panthers. Still early, 9 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see how the Eagles of B.E.S.T Academy can answer.
Danny Williams will be the place kicker as well.
Be interesting to see what the Panthers come out with on defense. It'll be very important for them to go 3 and out right here. If they go 3 and out, the Panthers will have all of the momentum.
And it could be a long night for B.E.S.T Academy if that happens. Sky kick, fair catch called, and they're going to have the ball at the 31-yard line. Not a lot of strong legs in this ball game. We noticed both kickers struggling early on in the pre-games. So might see a lot of sky kicking tonight, a lot of squib kicks.
Yeah, a lot of squib kicks. Hopefully you don't see a ton of kickoffs going out of bounds, because that means great field position for the opposition. Well, both teams have started out with great field position. The Panthers started at their own 35, and now we have the Eagles of B.E.S.T Academy starting out at their own 32-yard line. So pretty good starting field position for both offenses.
So coming out.
Seems like an I formation from the Eagles.
I formation.
3 down linemen for the Panthers.
Takes the snap, fakes to the left side. He'll keep it, takes it up the middle. Quarterback is number 2, Deshaun Waller. So he's going to be doing a little bit of everything tonight, apparently.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. A good gain, about a 6-yard gain on the play. They'll call it officially 5, what brings up 2nd down and 5. Panthers showing blitz that time right up the middle, right where the quarterback ran, but the blitz didn't faze him at all as he kept his head low, stayed under the pressure, and was able to gain the 5 yards on the play.
I believe lined up at tailback that play was Deontay Hill, number 4. Going to be in shotgun this time. 1-back set. Waller at quarterback. He'll take the snap and roll left. He's trying to run the read. He does. He gets to the outside. Good block. Gets to the 45. Pushed out of bounds. It looks like at the 49-yard line. Again, number 2, Deshaun Waller.
Waller once again looking downfield. No one was really there and just took what the defense gave him. They kind of forgot containment on the quarterback. Was able to get down the left sideline. 1st down and more. So a nice gain.
So 4 minutes off the clock here in the first quarter. It looks like we're going to see a lot of running football from both of these teams tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. So this should be a treat tonight.
Looks like we're going to get the I formation again. That's number 10, Rontavius Belcher at fullback. Same running back quarterback duo. He's going to hand off to Belcher, and Belcher's going to meet a host of defenders in the middle, but there is a flag down on the opposite side of the field.
First flag of the day, so we'll see exactly what it will be.
Down at the line of scrimmage right there. I mean, it's either going to be an offside or a hold.
Yeah, offsides or a hold, or maybe there are too many men on the line of scrimmage. They're going to wave the flag off.
Looks like it might have been the too many men on the line of scrimmage, or not enough on the line of scrimmage, but they did have it up.
And it seems like a 3-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and about 7 for the Eagles, now in Panthers territory. So much for the 3 and out for the Panthers defense.
On the 48-yard line in positive territory for the first time tonight. Clock continues to run, 7:45 to go here in the first quarter.
The ball has been in the air only once tonight thus far.
It could be a trend we see the rest of the night. Waller in the shotgun set. He'll roll right this time. Trying to get the sideline. He's got it. Throws it. Great pass complete. Caught at the 20-yard line. Going to be brought down all the way at the 12-yard line. Good pitch and catch there for Waller.
And that was a great job. Just looking downfield, being patient, having faith in his receiver that he's going to come open, and he was toe tapping on that right sideline, did not go out of bounds, but delivered a strike downfield.
Good catch there by number 9, Christopher Seaborn, and very close there for Waller to be near that line of scrimmage. Very lucky he didn't get called for being over the line of scrimmage on the pass.
Yeah, he's very lucky because he was very close. You're exactly right.
So similar situation that the Panthers had earlier. 1st and 10 now from the 14-yard line.
37-yard pitch and catch by the Eagles.
I formation. Fakes the handoff to the fullback. Takes off to the right side. Oh, shoestring tackle there. Good play by number 2, Rico Flemister.
Yeah, just a nice job of being patient once again, waiting for the running back to come to him, and finally made the tackle. And really, B.E.S.T Academy trying to get into the end zone on the ground after the big pass play. So the Panthers have to be ready. Look for the Panthers to start stacking the box and bringing blitzes up the middle off the guard and the center.
You have to believe tonight's going to be the definition of run to set up the pass.
Exactly.
All night long. So 2nd and about 4 now. Same shotgun set. Waller and Hill. Waller takes the snap, hands off to Hill up the middle, but we're going to get a false start called against B.E.S.T Academy.
Yeah, the whistles and the flag's going to stop everything, and you're exactly right, Wade. False start. B.E.S.T Academy back him up 5 yards.
B.E.S.T Academy's left guard moved just a little bit early. Not allowed to do that one.
So basically you're going to negate the first run, and now the ball backs up to the 13-yard line where they're going to back it up to the 11. Didn't think that was quite enough yardage, but that's exactly where the referees are going to place it.
Still 2nd down. Makes it 2nd and 9 now. Shotgun set. Gonna have Waller will have Hill to his left.
Panthers defensive line does some shifting as well.
Takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Hill, but he's going to be brought down hard. Loss of yardage for Waller, and they're going to be back way up.
Number 16, Joe Van Citizen in the backfield. All the shifty moving that the quarterback was doing did not faze Mr. Citizen. He kept his feet at home and made a nice, crisp tackle. That was a huge loss for B.E.S.T Academy.
And I say it every week. Got that all-name team going. Joe Van Citizen. That's one to add to the list right there.
A loss of 11 on the play, Wade, for Joe Van Citizen. Brings up 3rd down and forever.
I tell you what, last week you missed out on TJ Alphabet. I mean, that was a good one as well.
TJ Alphabet. Wow.
Yeah, I had a field day with that one. So 3rd and long now for B.E.S.T Academy. Rolls left. Trying to get sideline. Looks at the throw, cannot find it. He'll go down inbounds. Clock will continue to run, but that's going to bring up a long 4th down for B.E.S.T Academy.
There's the outstanding junior, Josiah Coatney, 6'5", 255 junior, has a lot of Division I schools looking at him from Chapel Hill. He will come up with the sack on that play.
Have him listed as a strong side defensive end recruit. And he is. He's 6'5", 255, 260. Going to have to bulk up a little bit if he wants to play that strong side defensive end. In the likes of the SEC, where he's being recruited by Bama and Auburn and Georgia, going to have to see some bulk over the next year.
I couldn't agree with you more. Now, 4th down, B.E.S.T Academy going for it.
4th and long. You must not have a lot of faith in the field goal kicker tonight. Takes a step, drop back, screen across the middle. Not going to get enough for the 1st down, though. It's going to be brought down at the 14-yard line, and that is where Chapel Hill will take over on offense.
Yeah, that's where Chapel Hill will take over. And B.E.S.T Academy did a good job early, but just could not capitalize at the end. That drive ends with the quarterback number 2, Waller. He had 5 rushing attempts for only 10 yards. The sacks and the negative yardage is really what hurted him late on that drive. The one pitch and catch from Waller to number 9, Seaborn was the big play of the drive, a 37-yard pitch and catch.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that with mistakes and penalties all night. You're going to have to cut those out. Looks like Morissette is your tailback, number 27. Brett Roberts still at quarterback. Goes the right this time. Comes up the middle. Makes a few moves. He's at the 30. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. First down, Chapel Hill.
And once again, a nice job of just following your blocks. And the holes aren't that big, at least not right now in the first quarter. They're tiny holes that the running backs are just executing and hitting them very well.
I'll tell you what, you can tell Morissette has some great speed. Looks like he's just kind of jogging around out there, going side to side. Not a lot of sharp cut movements, and he hadn't had to have them yet.
At least not yet, but you know that he can turn on the speed at any given time. He showed us that in the first drive.
Going to be dangerous to see, that is for sure. Pistol formation. Goes right again. That's Morissette. He makes a move to the left, and he's going to be brought down at the 42-yard line near the sticks. We'll have to wait and see if it's a first down.
Well, the defensive line of B.E.S.T Academy, they have to be disciplined. They know that the running attack is coming. They're going to have to get a good push and a good initial move off the line of scrimmage to stop this running game, at least get the offensive lineman in the backfield. They can't continue to be on roller skates and going backwards the entire night.
Clock down to 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Chapel Hill leads 7-0 over B.E.S.T Academy. Chapel Hill continues to drive. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. Takes a snap, looking to throw this time. Gets it out on the outside. Similar play to the touchdown pass. Only going to get a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, only of about 4. Same receiver, same pitch and catch combination. Just this time not that close to the goal line, so we're only giving him a 4-yard gain, but it does bring up second down and medium. The offense stays on schedule. That's the only thing you can ask for an offense, stay on schedule.
You have to wonder if they have any other passing plays in the book besides that one.
That is true.
So 2nd and 6. They're going to fake the handoff, roll right, and it's going to be intercepted. Number 4, DeHonte Hill has it now, and he's going to drive it all the way down to the 34-yard line. Good play there by DeHonte Hill to read the pass and take it back a few yardage off of Brett Roberts.
Yeah, and Brett Roberts, just a terrible throw. Just really, he just guided the defender to the ball. The play was never really set up. That's one he really wants back. He really didn't mean to throw that one. At the best, eat the sack or throw it away. Just don't throw it to him. But a nice job by B.E.S.T Academy answering back, and now their offense is on the plus side of the field again.
Well, at least they answered my call. They do have another pass play in the book.
Yes, they do.
It just wasn't as successful. So shotgun set now. Takes the snap and rolls right. He lobs it out to the outside. Pass is going to be incomplete. Intended for number 18, Robert Tucker.
Just got to bring it in. You got to bring the pass in. You got to help your quarterback out there.
So 2nd and 10 now. Good field position for B.E.S.T Academy. Really need to take advantage of this while you have the opportunities.
Yeah, you still have to answer the 7 points, and it will be great if you can answer it right here in the first quarter. And let's see exactly what the B.E.S.T Academy will do on offense. They had the big pitch and catch 37-yard bomb earlier in the game, and let's see if they stick with the passing game or if they go with the running game. They have called more running plays than anything.
So same formation, Waller and Hill in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. He'll take it to the right side with a little bit of space. He's going to be at the 30, the 25, past the first down marker, breaks another tackle, and he'll be brought down at the 18-yard line, and B.E.S.T Academy will have a long first down.
And nice job once again, just being patient. Follow the blockers, make a few moves here and there, but follow your blockers more than anything. And to see this kid, Waller, on offense and defense, I haven't seen him take a break yet. When they're on defense, he just stays on the field. On the interception, just stayed on the field. Now you're the quarterback. So that's impressive watching that from a young man.
I tell you what, Ironman player and playing both ways, listed at 5'11", 145. That's very light for a starting quarterback and defensive back here in Georgia high school football. But you got to know that kid's tough.
You're exactly right. Tough and can take a hit. Seems like we have a little change at quarterback, don't we?
And you just mentioned it. He comes off the field. Now Rashad is going to come in at quarterback number 5. So asking you shall receive. Takes a snap, hands to the left side. Not going to go anywhere, though. Handoff went to number 4, Deontay Hill.
Great job that time of Chapel Hill getting in the backfield before the running back could get going. That's what you have to do against these running teams. You have to attack them at the point of attack and make sure you get in the backfield very quickly.
So both quarterbacks out on the field right now.
A little wildcat option maybe.
Looks like Deshaun Waller's going to come off for a play.
Waller with 6 carries for 23 yards thus far in the contest.
So Ventravius Rashada takes over, number 5. He was in last play. He's listed at 6 foot 185, more the prototypical quarterback here in the state of Georgia. Takes the snap, hands left side. Has some space. Hill breaks another tackle. He'll be down, it looks like, at the 8-yard line. Very close to the first down. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, he did a nice job of making linebackers and safeties miss that time once he got past the first level. Kept his pad level square, and he was running downfield. That's a gain of 9, Wade.
Looks like they're going to call him down at the 9-yard line, so 3rd and 1. I formation, trying to go quick right here. Can't get the snap off before the horn. That is the end of the first quarter. B.E.S.T Academy trailing Chapel Hill 7-0 here at Grady Stadium in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. Couldn't ask for a better night tonight for some Friday night football. We're going to take a quick break for you folks. We're going to come right back with second quarter action here on PlayOnSports.com. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Welcome back out to Grady Stadium. Wade Smith alongside R.J. Lewis, bringing you the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles taking on the Chapel Hill Panthers. B.E.S.T Academy driving here to start the second quarter. Going to try to push one in to even up the score at 7. 3rd and 1, lined up at the 9-yard line. Takes the snap, quarterback sneak up the middle. He's got a little bit of space, and they're going to call him down. Looks like around the 1-yard line.
Just could not eke the ball over the goal line, but did a nice job of gaining 8 yards, and that was the quarterback keeper. Just leaned on his offensive lineman, big hole there, just continued to move his feet. First down and goal at the 1-yard line. B.E.S.T Academy can smell it now.
Still have number 5 Ventravius Robinson at quarterback, or Rashada, I'm sorry. I formation. He'll hand right side to Hill. Hill's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, B.E.S.T Academy. We're going to have a tie score pending this extra point.
And that was a nice job by Hill. The pressure was coming up the middle from the Panthers. Hill saw that, bounced it outside. He just ran to daylight that time. His second rush on the afternoon. He has 11 yards rushing and a touchdown to boot.
I tell you what, this is a sign of a true player right here. Number 51, Lucario Bernstein is your kicker. Also one of the starting offensive linemen in there as well. Big man knows how to kick. Snap is back, kick is up. Straight on toe kick is up and good. 7-7, B.E.S.T Academy ties it up.
Yeah, it looks good to me. You got to like it when the big uglies can do other things. You can see him out there on the field now, grooving and moving, does a little chest bump.
He likes it. He's going to kick off for the team now as well.
Got to love it. Got to love it.
Now, how often do you see an offensive lineman on the kick team?
Oh, not often at all. I mean, we see it very not so often in the pros where maybe a kicker goes down and you got one of your linemen who has kicking experience. But you don't see it that often, not at all. I tell you what, though, Wade, it's amazing to see the play selection from both teams. It's very, very run heavy. It seems like B.E.S.T Academy has only put the ball in the air 3 times, and the same with the Panthers. They've only passed the ball 3 times as well. everything offensively coming from the ground game.
So back to receive for Chapel Hill, Jeremiah Bridges, number 5, and number 2, Rico Flemister. Wait and see the big man's kickoff here.
Yeah, see what kind of toe he can put on it. They did kick off to start the game, and it did go out of bounds. So let's see if he can bounce back and put one at least in the field of play this time.
With the toe-on kick here, you have to wonder if it's going to be more of a squib-type shot down the middle. Probably will not see the sky kick from him with the toe.
I'm anxious to see Brett Roberts comes back onto the field, see if he can shake off the interception and get back to work.
Here's the kick. Low line drive shot down the middle. Actually got some pretty good distance on it there. Flemister fields it. He's going to take it to the right side, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, the 31-yard line. And that's where Chapel Hill will take over 1st and 10.
And he ran into his blocker, Jeremiah Bridges. If he didn't run into him, he had a few more yards he could have gained there. Number 5, Jeremiah Bridges just got in his way.
So 1st and 10 now for the Panthers from the 31-yard line. Seen a few different sets out of them. Only 3 attempted passes, as you mentioned, 2 of which were the same pass, and then the interception.
You're exactly right, and I do want to see how Brett Roberts will respond, but I'm pretty sure they're going to keep this ball on the ground, and they're going to give it to number 27.
Jamarcus Morissette still in the backfield, lined up in the pistol formation.
Timeout, B.E.S.T Academy.
You are correct. Timeout, B.E.S.T Academy. 11:40 here to go in the second quarter. Yeah, a very even game so far. 7-7 so far through the action. Lots of ground game. I think we're going to continue to see the ground game. Both crowds starting to get into this action, though.
Yeah, this is a good one, and we're starting to really, well, it's starting to really take shape. Who are going to be the stars of the game? Number 27, Morissette for Chapel Hill for the Panthers, and number 2, Waller for B.E.S.T Academy. They seem like they're going to be the ones who are going to tote most of the load in this game.
So with 11:40, going to trot back out on the field now. Neither one of these teams very big, not as far as size, but as far as numbers. Both very lacking in the depth department. So we'll see with all this running how that's going to affect the game later on.
Especially on B.E.S.T Academy side. They have a ton of players going both ways. Little confusion.
Pistol formation, man in motion, snap to the right side. Going to get hit hard. He breaks out of it somehow and gets up. It looks like about an 8 to 9 yard carry. Ball's going to be at the 39-yard line. Good carry there by Morissette.
And Morissette, just a nice job of just keeping the feet moving. Even when you feel contact, continue to move the feet until you can't move them anymore. Nice hard run.
You're exactly right. He kept his feet moving until he could not move them anymore. I'm not sure how he got out of that tackle.
8-yard gain brings up second down and short now.
Exactly what you want to see for Chapel Hill. Goes left this time. Gets up the middle, finds some space again. He is a pro at that move right there. Somehow ducking and diving the tackles. Going to get it all the way down to the 49-yard line in plus territory. First down, Chapel Hill.
And it's been mainly runs up the middle or to the left side. I think they believe that their left side of the line is going to be the best thing for them running.
Seeing a lot to the left with the cutbacks as well, so we'll have to see how that plays out. You know they got to be setting something up right here. So different formation here, pistol with a fullback to the right. Lead blocker, hands off to Morissette to the right side. Makes a move on the tackler, and he'll be down at the 44-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Once again, you have to think about bringing more defenders in the box if you're B.E.S.T Academy. Maybe even go to an extra down lineman or just bring more people to the line of scrimmage. I know you don't want to get beat early, but Morissette can't run like this the entire night.
Now, I noticed earlier on for B.E.S.T Academy, had big number 71 Tyler Gibson come off the field. Have to wonder with that loss of size in the middle if that's going to affect their run defense against Chapel Hill. Takes a snap, counter to the left side. It's not going to go anywhere, though. Not sure why you're running the counter right now. Morissette's doing a great job of getting up and down the field. Don't have to get tricky in the backfield there. You're taking too much time.
Tackle made by number 13, Jovarius Jackson. And that time, B.E.S.T Academy had 7 players in the box, so they were ready for the run that time.
Like 7 players in the backfield that time.
You're exactly right. And Morissette lost a yard that time. Brings up 3rd down and about 6, if I'm not mistaken.
9:30 to go here in the first half. 7-7 still your score. Big 3rd down for Chapel Hill. Standard pistol set. Snap, goes to the right side, gives to Morset. Morset running hard. He fumbles the football, though, and B.E.S.T has the football. They're going to get it now at the 40. He's at the 35 to 30, and he'll be brought down inside the 30-yard line. There, no flag down on the play. I saw the beanbag come out, thought it was a flag, but that's going to be B.E.S.T Academy football. 1st and 10 from inside the 30-yard line.
Jovarius Jackson, number 13 for B.E.S.T Academy, with back-to-back plays, that time picking up the fumble and rumbling down the left sideline. And once again, great field position for B.E.S.T Academy. And that time, the extra effort for Morset is really what cost him. He was kind of down, kept his feet moving, trying to get extra yardage. B.E.S.T Academy did a nice job of getting a hand in and knocking the football out.
So again, both quarterbacks out on the field for B.E.S.T Academy here on 1st down. Number 2, Waller, and number 5, Rashada. Looks like Rashada is going to be lined up at a receiver-type position out here. Waller will be at the true quarterback spot. He'll take the snap. He'll roll to the right side. Looking downfield. Pump fakes. Throws it. Passes incomplete. Looks like intended for number 9, Christopher Seaborn.
Yeah, incomplete that time. That was the 5th pass attempt from the Eagles. Incomplete. You know they want to keep the ball on the ground, but that's a nice job on 1st down to take a chance in the air like that.
Seaborn definitely the go-to target through the air. Listed at 6'1", 190. One of the bigger players out on the field for sure for both of these teams.
If you're B.E.S.T Academy, you have to get points here. Now, I know the field goal kicker might not have that good of a leg that you're going to trust him kicking the football, probably outside of the 20. But when the defense sets you up like this, you have to cash in.
So 2nd and 10 now.
I know the drum line wants a touchdown bad right now as they get very loud on this side now.
Big number 71's back in the game, Tyler Gibson. Good to see him back off of the bench. So 1st and 15. Tries to take it up the middle, got nowhere to go.
Yeah, and just a host of Panthers there waiting on him, led by Daryl George, number 1. And they were playing that game again, name your favorite Panther. They smelled that quarterback draw.
I'll tell you what, one thing I have noticed so far through this game, a lot of good sportsmanship out there right now. Not a lot of chippiness, no arguing. A lot of players helping people up off the ground. Good to see in a ball game like this. Just saw number 1 from Chapel Hill helping up another player. That's Daryl George. Just good to see overall.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's good to see that. You like to see good sportsmanship, especially at the high school level.
Another timeout for B.E.S.T Academy here with 8:28 to go in the half. 2nd and long, going to have to figure out what they want to do right here. Not a lot of passes in the book for either team, but not a lot of plays in the book for 2nd and long either with these running offenses.
Yeah, not for 2nd and long. You want some kind of positive yardage, though, to try and set up a 3rd down and short or a 3rd down and manageable. You want to get positive yardage. You can't go backwards here. And once again, you can't spoil the opportunity that your defense just gave you. You have to cash in points some way, somehow. I could dare to say that this could be 4-down territory.
And I tell you what, you know the passing game is a struggle. When you got 2 guys down here on the bench, number 12 and number 13, Dulaney and Jackson, both listed at 6'3", 190 wide receivers, and they're on the bench.
And they're on the bench. So that tells you a little something there.
And it's not like they're freshmen or sophomores. Those are juniors, too, so those are experienced players. So you know the running game's coming. So coming off the timeout, 8:28 to go in the half. 7-7 tie game still here between B.E.S.T Academy and Chapel Hill. We're at beautiful Grady Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Shotgun set. Takes the snap, throws out to the right side. Good stick there by number 1, Daryl George. Receiver was number 10, Rontavius Belcher.
And did a nice job of catching the ball with his hands and lean forward. Now it's not 3rd down and manageable. It's not 3rd down and short. It is 3rd down and long, but it's better from where you were.
3rd and 13 now.
It's only a gain of 3 yards on the pass, but hey, positive yardage is better than no yardage.
Something to look out for. We know it's 3rd down. The stick still says 2nd, so we'll have to wait and see what the officials end up doing right here.
Yeah, the sticks say 2nd, but the scoreboard does say 3rd.
It's definitely 3rd down. Man in motion. The man in motion will get it. It's going to be a reverse. Ball's on the ground, though. It's not even going to matter because Chapel Hill has the football.
And they do fall on the football. Number 34 comes out of the pile. Brandon Brooks comes up with the fumble recovery. Chapel Hill answering their turnover with a turnover of their own.
So we don't have to worry about the stick situation. I was so interested to see how that was going to turn out. Turnover on the ground. Chapel Hill football. And 7-7. I tell you what, we've been playing this game between the 35s. Not a lot of stuff outside the 35-yard line for either team so far.
Yeah, very interesting the way this game has played out. A little bit of a chess battle between both teams thus far.
So Brett Roberts back out of quarterback in the pistol formation. Let's see if they go to Morissette again. They will. To the right side. Tries to cut it back on the spin move. He's still on his feet. He's going to lose more yards than he's going to get, though, folks. It's going to be a big, big loss, and it's going to be a long 2nd down.
Number 18, Robert Tucker, he missed him the first time through. Then number 4, Deontay Hill, he missed him. And then there were 5, 5 Best Academy high school players on the football for a big loss on the play.
So 2nd and long now. I have to see if they can get any offense going. With both teams going on the ground right here, you keep losing yardage on 1st down. It's so hard to recover from that.
So hard. You have to stay on schedule as an offense.
Pass this time. Throws to the outside. It is complete at the 40-yard line. Trying to stay on his feet. Host of tacklers get over there. Looks like that's number 4, John Chester Owens, the only guy that's caught a pass for the Chapel Hill Panthers tonight.
Yeah, his 3rd catch of the night, doing some nice work there on the left side. Brings up 3rd down and manageable after the big loss. That's what you like to see when you go backwards. You got to go forward on the next play in a big way.
You know both these offenses were struggling when we're calling 3rd and 8, 3rd and manageable.
That is true.
But 3rd and 8 so much better than that 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 look.
Yes, indeed.
True shotgun set, one back to the right. Going to roll right this time. Looking deep downfield. He's going to hit to the right side. Ball is, it's caught. Good toe tap catch there by number 81, Maurice Davis.
Mr. Davis, he's been watching some NFL on Sunday because I think he got 2 feet in on the right sideline. Nice job of knowing where you're at on the field, and that a way to bail your quarterback out. Nice pitch and catch.
Very solid comeback route there by Davis. One of the most well-run routes we've seen all year.
Yes, that was very crisp. He dug his foot into the ground and came back to the football instead of just sitting in his route.
Have to wonder if Chapel Hill is going to go to the air a little bit more right here. A little bit of success so far, 2 in a row. Going to run the comeback this time, and it's going to gain about 3 or 4 yards for Morissette.
But they're continuing to give Morissette the ball. At the end of the day, they're making sure number 27 touches the ball at least 3 to 5 times in the drive when they have the football.
Definitely grinding that clock out. If you can continue to do this with Morissette and just continue to get a few dink and dunk passes through the air, you can move down the field and you can grind this clock to a halt, and you're going to take the lead.
That was Morissette's 11th touch of the game.
Wow. And we're in the first half still. Pistol formation this time. Goes right with it. Morissette's going to get hit in the backfield and go nowhere. Going to be a loss of whatever he just gained right there.
Yeah, and the 12th carry wasn't a good one, as Best Academy in the backfield immediately brings up a 3rd down and long, that time doing a nice job of diagnosing the play, knowing that they're going to give Morissette the ball again.
So look for the air right here. 3rd and 10. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Let's see if Mr. Roberts, if he can link up with his best target, Chester Owens, once again, but I believe he just came out the game and then ran back in, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is in the ball game.
So 3 wide receivers to the left side this time. I believe it's the first time they haven't run a tight end all night. But there's a flag down.
Will be a delay of game on the Panthers.
Ooh.
Took a little too long to get the play call in that time, I believe.
That is a tough call for Chapel Hill. That's going to back them up. 3rd and 15 now. And there's definitely not a lot of plays in the book for 3rd and 15.
Yeah, not at all. And once again, you're going to have to go vertical, go in the air to pick up this first down. Whatever you do, don't turn the football over. Make a smart executive decision here.
Brad Roberts already has 1 interception on the night. We'll see if they get tricky again right here.
Yeah, he already has 1 interception and only 4 attempts.
So they change it up. 2 wide to each side. Bring a man in motion. Trips on the left. Takes a snap, throws left side across the middle, has the catch. Good play there. Guess who? Number 4, John Chester Owens. Favorite target of the night so far for Brett Roberts.
Yeah, once again, that's the 4th catch on the evening, and it doesn't seem like he's looking at anybody else. He's looking for number 4 every time he steps back, had full faith into him, and just let it fly. And it was a great pitch and catch from the quarterback to the receiver once again, and just a simple slant route to the middle of the field. Zone coverage by B.E.S.T Academy. It was wide open.
Tell you what, head coach Jeff Pastrick's making it really easy on us broadcasters tonight when we only have to call 3 numbers.
Exactly.
Goes right side to Morissette. He'll cut it back left, trying to drive those feet. He'll get to the 25-yard line, gain of about 3 yards.
So once again, B.E.S.T Academy, they're starting to slowly but surely try to control this running game of the Panthers, but they're going to have to think about putting some players back now once again for the pass, because number 4, Chester Owens, he's causing them damage thus far.
So 2nd and 7 now. Pretty much seen 2 or 3 variations of this pistol formation, but that's been their go-to set all night. They'll go left to Morissette. Going to gain 2 or 3 more again. Just grinding out the yardage.
Grinding out the yardage. As long as you're gaining 3 to 4 yards each run, you're doing okay, because if you do that on every play, you're bound to get a first down doing it that way. So B.E.S.T Academy once again has to draw attention to the tailback. He's touched the ball too many times this game not to.
If I'm B.E.S.T Academy, I'm looking up at that clock right now. Okay, under 3 minutes, 2:50 to go in the half. Really grinding out the clock are the Panthers.
They're going to try to take as much time off this clock before they give it back to B.E.S.T Academy. B.E.S.T Academy finally stacking the box.
Goes left again to Morissette. A little bit of space. He's at the 15, knocked out of bounds around the 13, 14-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 14.
And Morissette just ran over Ventravius Rashad. I mean, just lowered his shoulders, lowered his pad level, and ran him over, and then picked his leg up for another 3, 4, 5 yards.
The quarterback, Rashad, not used to getting run over like that.
Not at all.
2:35 to go until halftime.
Getting closer and closer to halftime, and once again, the clock is finally stopped because I believe Morissette ran out of bounds.
2.5 minutes to go. See if Brett Roberts goes to the air this time. No, he'll hand off to Morissette again. Morissette will just dunk and dive up for a few more yards, keep driving those feet. I think he's going to end up with about a 5-yard carry after that.
And carrying bodies with him that time. Once again, a very hard run. It does not like to go down after the first contact. On some of these plays, it looks like he's seeking out contact.
Tell you what, if I'm a small college guy, I don't know if I'm not looking out for a guy like Jamarcus Morissette.
Well,
he is a workhorse.
I've been thinking the same thing up here, jotting down these numbers. I mean, they've been impressive thus far in the first half.
If you can't stop the train, you better get out of the way.
Or it will run you over.
We've seen that a few times already tonight. 2nd and 5 now. Man in motion. Going to roll right. Throws right. Passes complete to the 5-yard line. Going to be brought down, it looks like, inside the 2. That was number 5, Jeremiah Bridges, on the reception.
Yeah, and Bridges came in motion that time, and really the motion is what made him become open. Does get the first down, but just 3 yards short of the touchdown. So first down and goal for the Panthers. They're in a great position right now.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the first pass complete to anyone other than Chester Owens, correct?
You're exactly right. There's only been 5 completions, 4 of them going to Chester Owens, that time going to Mr. Bridges.
Chester Owens is in single coverage out here. Look for a potential fade. Going to move the running back back. Takes the snap, hands left side. Flag is down. Looks like they're going to get backed up 5 more.
Illegal procedure, I believe.
And tough break for Chapel Hill if that's the case.
Yeah, without a doubt. Get down close to the goal line and then you shoot yourselves in the foot like that. That's unnecessary.
That is the call. Illegal procedure against Chapel Hill. So 1st and goal from the 8 now.
It's not good. You want to keep momentum going. Once again, everything on offense is about staying on schedule. If you can stay on schedule, continue to make positive yardage, you're going to be in good position. Now, if you're Best Academy, that's good for them because now maybe you have a little bit of momentum going, finally seeing an offense go backwards that's been going forward the entire night.
Pros and cons each way. It gives Chapel Hill a chance to run more time off that clock. Under 1 minute to go until the half. This could be the last possession of the first half. Goes right this time to Morissette. Morissette cuts up the middle. He's going to be in the end zone. Another touchdown for the Panthers. They now lead 13-7 pending the extra point.
And the Best Academy sideline and Coach Joshua Moore was screaming to the defensive line to shift left, shift left. They finally heard it, but it was too late. Mr. Morissette was in the end zone. Touchdown, and Chapel Hill takes the lead.
So with 49 seconds to go here in the first half, 13-7, Chapel Hill on top.
I will say this, it would have been a shame for Morissette to have all these touches and not get a touchdown in the first quarter, but he does get it in.
Kick is up and good. 14-7 Panthers lead with 49 to go here in the first half. Best Academy is going to get one more shot, but with the way they run the football, it'll be very tough to drive it down the field in this little bit of time.
Yeah, very tough. They've only, Best Academy, they've only put it up in the air, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and the rest of it has been running and a little bit of switching going on with the quarterbacks from number 2 to number 5. So it shall be interesting, and they do have one timeout with 48 seconds remaining, just not enough time to get down the field. But it all depends on the kickoff. If you get a kickoff out of bounds, that's good, or if you get a nice return, that would be good as well for the Eagles.
One thing to remember, Best Academy will get the football coming out in the second half.
True.
So just watch for some strategy here. You could potentially just run out the clock and take it into the half if you don't get something you like off this kickoff.
Or if I'm me, just go for broke knowing that I'm going to get the ball back in the second half. Of course, you don't want to turn the ball over or anything that drastic, but just to know that you're getting the ball coming out of the locker room, just take a chance at the end zone.
Switch back at the kickoff return position. It won't matter. Number 2 Waller's going to field it at the 35-yard line. He's going to hold up, and he's going to run backwards. And oh, he fumbles the football. And it's going to be recovered by, we're going to have to wait on the signal.
Touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. Touchdown, Chapel Hill. Not what you wanted if you were Best Academy.
And Mr. Waller made a huge mistake from the kickoff. That ball was looking like it was going out of bounds, didn't it, Wade?
Oh, yes.
And for him to catch it, and then it looks like they wanted to set up a little bit of a reverse coming back the other way, but it was never there. Just too much going on that time.
That play had bad news written all over it. From the instant when they switched kickoff return guys.
Exactly, yep.
They moved number 12, Dulaney, back to get deep, even though they knew the ball wasn't going to get deep. They knew the ball was going to go right over there to Waller.
And that's what it looked like to me. It looked like they tried to set up a little bit of a reverse and then around. But as soon as the ball left the tee, it looked like it was going out of bounds, and he fielded it right on the sideline. You just should have let it bounce.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, my goodness.
That turned drastic very, very fast.
Wow. I mean, this game went from could be 14-7 at the half to 21-7, and you got no momentum coming back out.
And you can just see the body language on the Best Academy sideline, and you saw a few of the players on that play hanging their heads. They cannot believe they just scored another touchdown that quick.
It's like, how did that just happen?
and just sucked the life out of the stadium as well. B.E.S.T Academy sideline, the home stands, very quiet.
And I tell you what, I'm not sure if Play On Sports does a not top 5 plays of the week, but that one would definitely be number 1 if you ask me.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Just unfortunate.
So they're going to line up for the extra point now. Snaps back, kick is up. Kick is through the uprights, 21-7. Chapel Hill leading B.E.S.T Academy here at Grady Stadium.
Now, what does B.E.S.T Academy do on this kickoff?
Not fumble it into the end zone for one.
For
but
what?
That might be a little too much to ask for, apparently, though.
I just didn't like it. I mean, you field the ball and you go, 10 yards backwards to try to set up a trick play. And
oh, just go down or just let it go. So many things could have been done differently there.
Yeah, well, you live and you learn, and you get another.
And you pay the price.
Yeah, you pay the price for sure. But you get another opportunity right here. Merely, 60 seconds later?
Now they'll probably try the same thing and they'll score on it. That's just the kind of games we call, folks.
That is true. That is true. Oh, my goodness.
For his case, I hope so, or else he's going to get yelled at the half.
What a treasure the Chapel Hill Panthers found.
And guess what? They don't switch the return guys this time.
Yeah, I think they're going to stay in place. And you do see the return men up close to the 15-yard line, not playing back usually at the goal line, knowing that the kicker likes to kick it short.
Well, that ball was fielded at the 30 last time, so we'll wait and see where it goes this time.
The adventure of the kickoff.
That's a very short sky kick. Going to be caught at the 32-yard line. Fair catch is signaled. Looks like that was number 3, Deshaun Mayberry.
Looked like he wanted to run after the fair catch, but that is illegal.
So with 36 seconds to go in the first half, B.E.S.T will have first down from the 32-yard line. Now you got to get the offense going right here.
You have to. You have no choice now. Now all of the past plays that you have, you got to bring them up to the front of the book.
And I tell you what, if I'm Chapel Hill, I'm double covering number 9, Seaborn. Do not give him the opportunity to get out in space. Only one safety back, man coverage otherwise. Takes the snap. Guess who? They're going to go to Seaborn. And he's going to be bracketed in the backfield. He's not going to get anything, folks. He's going to lose about 6 yards. Great defensive play there by Chapel Hill.
Yeah, great job of seeing that short bubble screen that seemed like they tried to set up, seeing that develop, and Chapel Hill was right there on the tackle. Officials timeout for the injury.
Seaborn was slow to get up off the turf. Hobbling a little bit. We'll see if he goes back to the huddle if they make him come off the field. I think he's going to have to come off for a play because they stopped play. They will. It's like number 12, Artavius Dulaney, will come in to replace him. One of the big juniors I mentioned earlier, 6'3", 190. Have not seen him much in action tonight, though.
Well, B.E.S.T Academy should be very fortunate that they had a player go down because it did stop the clock. An official's timeout. It's not like the pros where a timeout would be taken away from them. But the clock should start.
They're going to take their own timeout right here to talk about the play, though.
Gotcha.
The clock would have started on the official's whistle. You are correct there. So 26 seconds to go now. 21-7. Chapel Hill leading B.E.S.T Academy.
Waller thus far in the air. Six passing attempts for 30 yards. One incomplete. And we also had a fumble. There's been one turnover each for the Eagles and the Panthers.
Well, the biggest play of the night has to be that kickoff so far, though.
Yeah, excuse me. That makes 2 turnovers for the Eagles, including the kickoff debacle. So that'll be 2 turnovers.
What a good word for it. The kickoff debacle.
2 turnovers for the Eagles and 1 for the Panthers.
If that doesn't describe this game, I don't know what is.
That just hurt there. It just really did. That hurt.
So second and long now. 26 to go in the half. We'll see who comes out at quarterback this time. See if it's Waller or Rashada. Not sure who has the better arm.
And Waller's 4 for 6, by the way, so the percentage is good. Just the yardage and everything else not.
His yardage per attempt has to be very low right now, though.
Very low.
Whoa, snap over his head. Not what you want to see at B.E.S.T Academy. He's going to pick it up and run with it. He's going to get to the 20, to the 25, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30-yard line. It's going to end up being a gain of about 3.5 yards on a play he ran about 40 on.
Yeah, not good. And that time he just ran out of room here on the sideline. He tried to make that play into something, but just ran out of room on the right sideline.
And not quite sure how that play only ran off 4 seconds either.
That is true. It seemed a lot longer than that.
I think it took 4 seconds for that ball to hit the ground on the snap.
He did get positive yardage, though.
Yeah, he did. He moved up about 3 yards on the play. Still 3rd and long from the 30-yard line. You got to put it through the air, kill the clock right here. You can't give it back to Chapel Hill this close to the end zone.
And you do have the safeties back.
Another high snap and shotgun. They're going to get that worked out at halftime. Big number 41 chasing him down. Can't get it. Another big block on the backside trying to set up the wall. Can't find it. They're going to just have to run out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it seemed like nobody really wanted to block here on his right side. When he cut back across, they did a nice job of sealing off number 41, Josiah Coatney. But when he came back down the right sideline, couldn't get anything developed. He did gain a yard, though.
Oh, the positive plays tonight. 1 yard, 2-yard gain. He didn't lose yardage, so it's a positive.
It's a positive.
So 4th down now.
12 seconds remaining in the until halftime.
And they're going to punt the football.
Yeah, you have to, and hopefully it's one directly in the air that will take off most of this 12 seconds.
And it's going to be number 5, Rashada, back to punt.
Rashada, Mr. Everything. Quarterback, holder on the point after touchdown, and also the punter.
Look out for a fake.
Oh, they wouldn't dare.
You never know in this game.
At least I wouldn't.
Flag down. Too many men on the field potentially, or delay a game? Delay a game.
Yep, taking a little bit too long. Now, they definitely better not now.
I'm not sure if I'm best, if I don't just take the snap right here and instead of punting it, just hold him back there and try to run out that 12 seconds.
Well, it depends on if the Panthers are rushing or not. Because if they are rushing and you decide to go that route, they could get the ball around the 10 with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to have to kick it. And it's almost blocked. It's going to go straight up, though.
No.
And out of bounds. The clock didn't even move. The clock did not even start.
Oh, no. And they're going to – he's still moving. It's going to be at the 25.
Oh, me. 25-yard line. The end of this half has just been catastrophic for B.E.S.T.
That punt went negative yardage from the line of scrimmage.
I don't even have words for it. You're exactly right.
And you said the clock didn't move. Still 12.3 seconds remaining on the board. So the Panthers, once again, if they get in here, this would be a killer.
And the officials didn't even realize it. I'm not sure if I'm not going to the air right here. You put a touchdown in right here, it's over. And they'll just hand it off at the middle to kill the clock. Well, they will take a timeout.
They wasted a lot of time if they were going to take a timeout.
Maybe they're setting up the center field goal right here.
Might as well. That's not more sit down, is it?
If it is, that was a costly attempt at a field goal.
I believe it is.
I think you're right. I don't see him standing right now.
He seems like he's in pain. It's the left leg, left ankle, leg area they're attending to.
That is more set down.
He looks like he's hurting too.
3.6 seconds to go when you stop the clock right there. My goodness.
And head coach is going to come out onto the field to check on him. It might be a cramp. Hopefully that's what it is.
The way he's moving his leg like that, you'd have to hope it's a cramp.
You know, B.E.S.T Academy kind of reminds me of Army or no, is it Army or Navy who has the gold
Navy.
helmets? Navy.
Those are very Navy or Notre Dame type uniforms right there.
I think more Navy than Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think more set will be okay. I believe that was just a cramp as he jogs off the field.
They run a lot of the same formations too. Not as much option, but a lot of the ground play. So long field goal attempt right here.
Yes, it is.
The ball will be on the 26-yard line. Makes
43-yard attempt.
Yep.
Ooh, if he makes this, I'm leaving.
If he makes this, there may be a lot of people leaving.
That's a big fella taking the field goal, too. Is that number 44, Danny Williams?
Danny Williams. linebacker slash kicker extraordinaire. Oh, bad snap. Oh, he got the kickoff, though. It's up and just short. Wow, it fell just short of the crossbar. If that kicks from 42.5, that's good for 3.
A better hold and a better snap is there, too.
Wow, just a whole lot of circumstances that are uncontrollable there. Catastrophic half ending for both teams potentially with that injury coming off the field. Hopefully he'll be okay. We'll be more set. But otherwise, B.E.S.T Academy just self-destructing there at the end of the half.
That kickoff fumble for a touchdown for
wow.
the Panthers, that's the entire half to me. So
if you could have just seen the reaction on either of our faces, folks, oh my goodness. But hey, that's going to take us to the half. 21-7, Chapel Hill leading B.E.S.T Academy. We're going to take a break here for the halftime shows, folks. We'll bring you back with both bands coming out on the field. This is PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And on behalf of Principal Sean Kelly and Superintendent Dr. Gordon Pritz, the Chapel Hill Marching Panther Band is proud to entertain you with their 2012 competition show. The band has regularly received superior ratings at competitions, taking best in class in several categories. The Chapel Hill High School Panther Band presents its 2012 contest show, MJ Forever. The band is under the direction of drum major Sammy Daniel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Chapel Hill High School Marching Panther Band. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give it up for the Chapel Hill High School Marching Panther Band with their competition show salute to the legendary king of pop, Michael Jackson. Nice touch with the black hat.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on Play On Sport. Follow us at Play On Sports on Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Back at Grady Stadium here, we're still in halftime between the Chapel Hill Panthers and the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles. Wade Smith alongside R.J. Lewis. Now, R.J., you were very fervently looking at the stats here throughout the half. Tell me some interesting numbers that you saw.
The interesting number of the first half for the Chapel Hill Panthers is number 27, Morset, 19 rushes for 137 yards. Now remember, the second time he touched the football, that was the 56-yard scamper that almost scored the touchdown, and he does have a touchdown on the afternoon. Mr. Roberts, he's 6 for 7 with 1 touchdown and 1 interception, and the wide receiver number 4, Chester Owens, has 4 catches on the evening and 1 touchdown. For the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles, Mr. Waller running the football, 10 carries for 21 yards. Mr. Hill, number 4, the wide receiver / running back, he has a rushing touchdown in the first half, and Waller passing the ball has been 4 for 6 for 30 yards, no touchdowns, and Mr. Seaborn has 2 catches for 31 yards. And just to go back to the Panthers side, Mr. Morset with the 19 carries for 137 yards, that averages out to 7 yards per carry.
I was going to say 7 yards a carry. That is absolutely ridiculous in a game like this when you know the ball's going to be run and you can't stop a guy for less than 7 yards a carry. That's a beast at a running back right there.
And we were worried about him going into halftime. I'm getting a good look at him right now. He still is stretching out that leg, but he is participating in the warm-ups and looks good to go for the second half, Wade.
Good news for Chapel Hill there. On the other side of the ball, catastrophic ending to the first half for B.E.S.T Academy. I mean, realistically, before that last 2 minutes, what could you tell them about their game? What do they need to do differently? We're going to take the whole turnover out of the effect. Yes, you can't make dumb decisions like that. You can't run plays like that and fumble the ball into the end zone. Just bad call right there. But outside of that, what do you do differently if you're B.E.S.T?
You got to be consistent. Know what you want to do on every offensive possession and go out and do it. And like I've said the entire night, stay on schedule. There were too many negative plays for the Eagles to get anything going offensively. We know they want to run the football. The play selection is heavily towards running the football. So if they can get it going on the ground, it's going to start with number 2, Waller. That's where it's going to start. He's going to get some help from Hill, number 4, but it's going to start with Waller. If Waller can get going, then the Eagles can try to get back into this ball game. It's only 14 points. To make it even simpler, it's only 2 scores. That's all they need.
It feels like so much more than 14 after the ending of that half, though.
It does. The wind was just sucked out of B.E.S.T Academy with the debacle that was the kickoff.
Folks, you know, anytime I'm speechless, something bad really happened. It's hard to get me to that point. So if you're Chapel Hill, I mean, obviously, a steady dose of Morset just continues to keep going. Do you do anything else? Do you risk doing anything else? You're up 14 points. Why not?
Why? Not at all.
Maybe get the backup running back in there to see what he's got going if Morset's still having to stretch out that ankle, that leg. But otherwise, keep the ball on the ground. Punt the football if you get to 4th down. Don't do anything stupid.
Depending on how the score is late in this 3rd quarter, early into the 4th quarter, I'm pulling Morset aside at halftime and say, look, man, we're going for the school rushing record tonight. We're going to give you the football, and we're going to ask you to continue to run the ball. But that's it. Unless this score really gets out of hand and they go up 4 scores or something like that, a steady dose of Morset should be more than enough for the Panthers tonight.
If he gets another 19 carries, he might have the rushing record in attempt, much less yardage.
Yes, you're exactly right. So the Eagles, I hope they thought of something in halftime. They do come onto the field very pumped up and ready to go for the second half. So you like to see that, especially how the first half ended.
So same return men back as before. Number 2, Deshaun Waller had the big fumble. We'll keep saying that. He had a lot of positive plays throughout the game.
Yes, he did.
But he's by far had the 2 most negative plays for B.E.S.T so far tonight, in the fumble and the fall down early on to give him the first touchdown to Chapel Hill.
And he's been very efficient passing the ball. He's 4 for 6, only for 30 yards, but he hasn't thrown an interception, and he's been very accurate.
Well, we'll see if he gets a chance to return the kick right here. He's going to be over to the far side up on the 30-yard line looking for the sky kick. Back deep is Deontay Hill. Another short sky kick fielded at the 35-yard line. And it's going to get up to the 45 where they're brought down. They're going to have great starting field position now, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
And someone just has to call for the football there. 2 Best Academy players going for the football. That could have been another turnover via the special teams department.
I was waiting for the official to call an infield fly, but maybe that's too soon. Maybe it's too soon.
I'm still sore from that. But anyway, as we look forward.
So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. We'll wait and see who's out there at quarterback this time.
The first offensive possession is huge for Best Academy. You want to get into this lead right now.
Deshaun Waller, quarterback in the I formation. He's going to have Deontay Hill in the backfield as his tailback. Belcher will be at fullback. Going to fake the handoff to the fullback. Going to pitch it on the option. The ball's on the ground. Battle for it, and I believe they came back up with it. Best Academy will have it 2nd and 12.
My goodness, that's just absolutely terrible. You can see it happening, and I was just hoping that he wouldn't pitch it back, but then he threw it backwards anyway, and then Hill acted like he really didn't want to fall on the football. He still tried to make a play out of it. When the play goes that bad, just fall on it. Live to survive to see 2nd down.
Damage control.
Damage control, exactly.
So I formation again. Really going to this triple option type formation here. Coming left this time. He'll hand off to Hill. Hill breaks the tackle. A little bit of space. He's at the 45. He'll have the 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds on the plus side of the 50 at the 41-yard line. 1st down for Best Academy.
Tackle made in the 3rd level, the secondary level by Jeremiah Bridges, but not after a big game by Mr. Hill. Great job that time.
That's what you have to do if you're Best Academy right there. Run the football with your tailback. Don't focus so much on the quarterback run.
14-yard gain on the play.
That's what Deontay Hill can do. He's listed at 5'11", 185. Definitely can run between the tackles, and he has the foot speed to get outside when he has the holes.
Formation again for the Eagles, looking to stay with this running game.
Look for him to go to Belcher this time up the middle. Nope, they're going to do the toss back. He is going to go nowhere, though, still driving his feet. He might have gotten 1 yard on that.
Yeah, nice second effort, finally taken down by number 14, Kevin Chowdhury. Great job of stopping him at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. But once again, nice job by Hill keeping his feet moving and getting at least a yard on the play.
If I'm Coach Joshua Moore, I'm looking to change it up a little bit right here. They've seen Deontay Hill a couple of times now. Look for him to go to Belcher one time up the middle.
Could go there or fake it to Hill and go over the top to Seaborn.
They're going to change it up completely now, go back to the shotgun set. They were doing good in I formation. I'm not sure I like this. There's the snap, almost over his head again. He gets outside, looking downfield, doesn't have it. He gets to the sideline, and a big hit over there, but he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
Big hit, but he was able to stay on his feet. Number 52, Kyrie Walker, was the first one there to deliver the blow, but it didn't phase him.
So 1st down signaled. That shotgun snap's going to be at something they have to get under themselves.
Oh, without a doubt. They're definitely going to have to get that under control because it's out high and to the left and to the right. Waller really doesn't know where the ball's going.
So 1st and 10, lined up at the 31-yard line. This is the kind of drive you wanted to see out of Best Academy to come out of the half, but can they finish?
And they're keeping Seaborn one-on-one on the wide side of the field. Look for them to take advantage of that.
Going to give it to Hill again. Hill going east and west. Finally gets north and south, and looks like he picked up about 1 yard.
1 yard on the play, and that seems like that's all it's been for Hill early. He did have the 114-yard gainer earlier in this drive, but since then, the Chapel Hill Panthers have done a nice job, and they're really testing that right side of the defensive line. That's where Josiah Coatney hangs out and lives, so he's looking to step up that side of the defensive line on this drive.
Big Coatley, the college recruit, future SEC player. So 2nd and 9 now. Shotgun formation with Hill to the right. Coatley has one-on-one on the right side again. Going to roll right. They're going to run the option again. He gets the pitch out this time. And going to be about a 3-yard carry there for Deontay Hill. 3rd and 6 for B.E.S.T Academy.
And they did a nice job that time. The option hasn't worked in the second half thus far. The first time it was a fumble and almost a turnover. This time they held it right in front of them to just a 3-yard gain. So the option, the Panthers are really, they have that locked in. And now a 3rd down, a very important 3rd down for B.E.S.T Academy if they want to get back in this ballgame.
So 3rd and 5. 8.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. B.E.S.T Academy trails 21-7. They're going to take the snap, fake it to the fullback. Actually, I think they did hand to the fullback, but he got nowhere.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to fake it and keep it himself, but I think he did give it to the fullback for 0 gain.
4th and 5.
And we pretty much know, as they don't even think about kicking it or anything, they're going to go for it.
Their kicker definitely does not have the leg to hit this field goal. This is an important drive right here. Definitely need points on the board. Have to get this first down if you're B.E.S.T Academy.
You have to. By any means necessary, you have to.
So 4th and 5. Clock at 8 minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
It'll be interesting to see if B.E.S.T Academy wants to get this through the air now that the Panthers have shown that they can stop the run.
Look at the gap they have over there on the left side. I mean, it is just an ocean for Christopher Seaborn.
And B.E.S.T Academy saw something they didn't like from the defensive alignment from Chapel Hill. We'll take a timeout.
If they line up like that again, I'm not sure if I don't send Seaborn on a 5-yard slant route and let him fight for the first down.
And it's just wide open.
It is.
It's wide open. Unless the Panthers are going to bring their linebackers back and kind of play a buzz defense where the linebackers help out in coverage.
And I've seen no sign of that actually happening either.
Not at all.
It's been pure one-on-one coverage, play 8 men in the box.
It's almost like the Panthers are daring Waller to beat them through the air.
Well, we'll see. I mean, at this point in the playbook, and you've got 2 quarterbacks in there, why not have some kind of play of a double pass of some kind? We've seen that be successful for other teams. Maybe a pitch pass of some kind or a throwback. I mean, you've got enough athletes down on the field, you can definitely do that.
And where you're at on the football field and the down and distance, the entire playbook is open.
They're going to pitch it left. He's going to get the space. Is he going to get there? I'm not sure he got it. It's going to be close.
Very close. I believe he's going to be
He did. He got past the sticks. First down.
First down, yeah, he got 2 extra yards, actually. So a nice
Thought
job.
his knee went down at the 20, but apparently he got the ball out there far enough that it did not. So first down, Deontay Hill. Good move right there to be able to get the first down. Big play by B.E.S.T Academy, and a very gutsy play to keep it on the ground right there at 4th and 5.
4th and 5, and he got 6, maybe even 7 on the play.
So we'll see what they do now. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs from the 18-yard line. Gonna fake it, pitch it outside. Hill's got the corner. No, he cuts it back inside. And he's going to go down, it looks like, at the 13-yard line. Gain of about 5 or 6 right there.
And left defensive end that time just lost containment on the left side of the defensive line. And Hill did a nice job of saying it. The speed of the defensive end was very good because Hill actually had to stop and cut backwards and go back up inside to get the 6-yard gain.
If I'm Deontay Hill, I don't know if I just don't turn on the speed right there. If I get tackled, I get tackled, but see if you can beat that guy to the outside. Don't cut it back inside where the tacklers are. Keep going outside.
I tend to agree with you, sir.
2nd and 4 now. Shotgun set.
The box is very crowded for the Panthers, all in the middle.
Bad snap again, somehow handles it. He's trying to get outside. He finally gets it. He's going to, whoa, lower that shoulder. Oh, and he tackles him late. I'm surprised they did not throw a flag on that one.
He did lower his head, and that was a very close to a late hit by number 15, Akil Shaw. He does finally bring Waller down. Did he gain any yardage, though?
Oh, he did. He gained a few. Looks like a gain of about 3 yards there. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking where the ball was placed, not where the guy was spotting. He did not gain anything on that play.
Yeah, it does seem like 0, doesn't it? So he took that big hit on the sideline for nothing, for no gain. You got to watch that, especially you being the quarterback and you play both ways. You're very valuable to your football team.
So 3rd and 4 now.
Another 3rd down situation. B.E.S.T Academy, they have had the ball the entire 3rd quarter thus far.
6-minute drive almost so far. Have to put points on the board. Keep reiterating that. They have to get on the scoreboard. Gonna hand off to Deontay Hill and go nowhere. Flag down though. And where it is at, it probably will be holding.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. And the rush was for 0 yards. So an interesting decision to be made for the Panthers.
Oh, if I'm Chapel Hill, I'm taking the penalty and backing them up.
You have to, because you know they're going for it on 4th down.
And they do. They'll take the penalty.
10-yard penalty.
That'll back them all the way up to the 23-yard line.
So is it 3rd down and almost 15 now?
Pretty close. 3rd and 14.
Still 3rd down.
I hope you got something different in the book right now for B.E.S.T Academy.
I'm telling you, I would not mind them putting the ball in the air. As we said at halftime, number 2, Waller, 4 for 6 on the night. He only has 30 yards, but he has been efficient when he's throwing the football.
Gonna have Seaborn wide to the right side. Solo coverage out there again.
That's the target.
Take the snap. They'll roll right side. He's looking for the stop. He can't find it. He's gonna hold it himself, and he'll be forced out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. It's going to be about 4th and 8.
And you see he's wanting to connect to Seaborn. He also had another receiver, but a great job by this Panthers defense. Only 2 receivers in the route, so they know exactly who to cover. Nice job.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not sure. Why don't you throw Seaborn on the short side of the field for once? Don't put him all the way wide. If your quarterback's arm is not the best, run him so low on the short side of the field. Run 3 wide on the far side of the field, on the long side, and see if they give you solo coverage to the short side.
Because it seems like every time he is on the wide side, and they do put him on the short side of the field this time, so maybe they're tuning in, Wade.
Strong side is still to the short side, though. Not going to get solo coverage like that. He's going to come back left. He better do something with the football. He's going to be brought down. That's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Panthers will take back over 1st and 10. After a 7-minute drive for B.E.S.T Academy for no points.
No points. Chewed up a lot of the clock. That's just not good for B.E.S.T Academy. And that time Waller, 0 on the 4th down run attempt. Not good.
If you're B.E.S.T Academy right here, you have to find some way to get a turnover.
And as we said at halftime, I think you said it, Wade, give it to 27. Let him do the work.
He's at 19 carries right now for 135. I have to think if he gets to 30 by the end of the game, this one's not even going to be close. And there's the first one. He'll grind out about 2 or 3 yards this time.
And there you go. That's a nice job that time by the defense. First one there, number 52, Darius Marshall, the sophomore, offensive lineman and linebacker, kept it to a very short gain, only 2 yards on that play.
So 2nd and 8 now. For B.E.S.T Academy, you have to have a stop right here. I mean, we keep saying it, but it's so big, it's true. We got to have it.
Time is starting to slip away. You want to score a touchdown in this quarter.
Pistol formation. Going to go with the counter this time. Going to get it up there, and he's going to make a spin move. He's going to have the first down and plenty more. Big carry right there from Morset.
Yeah, and the misdirection was just lovely. They brought the offensive lineman one way, and they sent Morset the other way, and there was a gaping hole. And once again, when he gets contacted, he continues to move.
About a 15-yard gain there for Morset.
Do have a player down for Academy High.
Looks like he was tying a shoe. Or maybe not. Maybe it was an ankle. Looks like that's number 10, Rontavious Belcher.
That was a 16-yard gain by Morset.
Continues to pad those stats. I have to wonder if he gets the 200 yards tonight. 4 minutes on the clock now here in the third quarter.
And once again, B.E.S.T Academy, they have to make something happen defensively. Honestly, I think the safety is too far back for this running attack. Middle of the field, wide open.
Going to go right this time, and they're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage. Good play there by the B.E.S.T defense.
Oh, without a doubt, that's a great job, I believe, for B.E.S.T Academy. The tag team duo, number 52 was there, and big number 71, Tyler Gibson, the sophomore, 6'1", 343. Whew, the roster has him.
That's a big boy.
He's just a sophomore.
He's still got room to grow.
I don't think you want to do too much more growing.
He's got a few more Sunday breakfasts in him to get up to 350. All right, 2nd and 12 now. He's in the backfield again, but he gets faked out of his shoes. Short gain there. Going to be a long 3rd down. Big play here for B.E.S.T Academy.
Have to get the ball back. Once again, I believe it's extremely important to score a touchdown this quarter. I think the percentage of you winning this game, if you score a touchdown this quarter, goes through the roof rather than you not score a touchdown this quarter. You're just going to run out of time. And remember, you need 2 scores. Score still remains Panthers 21, Eagles 7. Getting around 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter.
3rd and 9.
Confusion from B.E.S.T Academy defensively.
True shotgun set brings the blitz, and he's going to have a big hole. Morset's going to rumble down to the 40-yard line. He's at the 30, gets his legs taken out from under him at the 29-yard line. Huge first down there for Chapel Hill.
Extremely huge play. Once again, we've seen that play already in this drive, the misdirection. Morset starts to go one way and cuts back and goes the other. He started right, then cut it back left, and nothing but green in front of him, and he knows what to do with the football.
And continues to grow that rushing number as well.
Yes.
So 1st and 10 from the 30.
32-yard gain for Morset.
He'll get it again to the right side. And he goes down. Actually, that's not Morset. That's number 1, Daryl George. So seeing the backup now. Guess Morset needed a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, just a little bit after that big 32-yard gainer. I think anybody would want to take a breath after that.
Give him a little bit of water and get back out there, son. So 2nd and 8 now. Still going to have Daryl George in the backfield.
A nice little wrinkle to the offense.
Going to go left this time with George. George showing the speed, finds the hole, and he's going to have enough for the first down. The ball comes out, and it's going to be, we're going to have to wait and see who gets the official's call. It's going to go back the other way. Chapel Hill's going to have the ball.
Oh, my goodness. Mr. George almost coughed up the football and gave B.E.S.T Academy exactly what they were looking for. Tackle was made by number 13, Jovarius Jackson.
And an injured player down on the field right now for B.E.S.T Academy. That's the running back, number 4, Deontay Hill.
Officials timeout.
And that's not good because, once again, a ton of B.E.S.T Academy players playing offensively and defensively.
Got another one down on the field as well. Just went down to struggling to stand up down there.
Yeah, I believe he's trying to catch his breath more than anything. Still reeling from that 32-yard gain by Morset a few plays ago.
Haven't seen a number on him yet. Can't quite tell from here. I have to think he's okay, just on a knee.
Yeah, once again, just catching his breath. I believe that's 18, Robert Tucker.
Going to stretch out Deontay Hill down there. Maybe another cramp type situation.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he will be able to stay in the ballgame.
1:11 to go here in the third quarter. Still 21-7. Chapel Hill is driving, though. Had the potential fumble right there. That would have been a big play for B.E.S.T if they were able to keep it up.
Yeah, that would have been a huge play.
And not sure what they're doing down there. The coaches were motioning, waving somebody off.
They are taking a little extra time with him. Once again, hopefully everything okay. He does get to his
He's
feet
standing
now.
up. That's good. That's a good sign.
He will walk off under his own power.
That is a great sign for B.E.S.T Academy. They could not afford to lose him.
Look like he's favoring his right side or his right arm one.
And what would we do without seeing those yellow cleats out there?
It has been easy to keep up with number 4 tonight with those yellow cleats.
It's like he's shopping out of the Oregon Duck catalog there.
Oh, man, did you see those uniforms the other night?
I did.
Very impressive. The Nike factory, if you will.
Oh, me. Nike puts out some crazy combinations for that school.
That has to be a recruiting tool.
Oh, it definitely is. You know, what 18-year-old doesn't want to go see a uniform like that? So 3rd and long now. Clock continues to run under 1 minute here. Ball's going to the air. Fade route towards the end zone. It is up and intercepted. Good play by B.E.S.T. And he must have stepped out of bounds because they're calling him out right there.
That will be a touchback.
Oh,
look,
wow.
Look at Mr. Waller with the interception.
The officials are conferring. I'm not sure that's the correct call.
Because he caught the ball.
He caught the ball outside of the end zone, and his momentum carried him in. I believe they should have let that play out.
Where they're gonna say, okay, it's just a touchback.
They're gonna have to give him the touchback at that point. But I'm not sure if it was because of the whistle, but he had the sideline. He might have taken that one to the house.
Yeah, he might have. I'm not sure. And they blew the whistle late weight as well.
That's a tough break right there if you're B.E.S.T Academy. Good interception to keep Chapel Hill off the board, but a potential touchdown off the board right there as well.
Yeah, Mr. Brett Roberts, the quarterback for the Panthers, his 2nd interception on the night and after they were driving. You just got to take care of the football a little bit better. He was trying to give his receiver a chance, but you can't give him a chance in double coverage. Just can't throw that ball.
Still 21-7, 47 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. B.E.S.T Academy is going to have to find the offense for that to even matter, though.
And now them backed up towards their own goal line, starting at the 20, have to go 80 yards. A tall task for the Eagles.
I formation. Going to go to the right side this time. Stuffed in the backfield, though. Is that Deontay Hill again? I think it was.
52, Kyrie Walker was the first one there, but then it was cleaned up by number 24, Kemonte Figures.
Couldn't see who the running back was on that one. Hill's still on the sideline, so it was not Hill. I know Rashada was in at quarterback that time.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Back into the shotgun formation. 3 receivers left and 1 to the right.
Takes a snap, throws it downfield, up and incomplete.
And dropped by the receiver.
Rontavius Belcher, number 10 there.
He was right there past the sticks. He did have a defender all over him, but you got to bring that ball in. You have to.
That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter, folks. The horn sounds 21-7. Chapel Hill leading B.E.S.T Academy. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with 4th quarter action here on PlayOnSports.com. Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Back at Grady Stadium with 4th quarter action between the Chapel Hill Panthers and the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles. Wade Smith alongside R.J. Lewis. B.E.S.T Academy is trailing 21-7. The Panthers do have the lead right now. B.E.S.T Academy with the football. They're Their starting running back, number 4, Deontay Hill, is out right now. His helmet's back on. He's back standing, walking the sideline. We'll have to wait and see if he goes back in. But until then, they have a freshman in at running back, number 1, Wasanu Allen. They're going to pass this time, trying to roll right. Can't find it. Tight ropes the sideline and takes a tough shot there around the 26-yard line. Should set up for a 4th and about 4.
And a big hit by number 1, Daryl George, and he actually hurt himself on the hit as Waller didn't fall back. Well, he did go backwards but did not fall, and George, I think, took the worst of that hit.
Always like to see a quarterback that can dish the punishment.
Without a doubt, he's taking a page out of Morsett's book. Likes a little contact, and I do have the updated numbers for Morsett. Unofficial, of course. He has 25 carries now for 191 yards.
Wow.
Still around 7.5 yards per carry.
191 through 3 quarters, and that includes when they didn't even have the ball for 7 minutes of that third quarter.
You're exactly right. And in that third quarter, it was the 2 counter plays, the misdirections. One went for 16 yards, and the big one went for 32 yards.
So 4th and 4 now for B.E.S.T Academy.
And Daryl George walking off the field under his own power, helmet off. Looked like he had the wind knocked out of him. And it does look like, well, the Panthers were setting up for the punt, but the Eagles are not thinking about punting. They are going for it, 4th down and medium.
They have Rashada back there. He is the punter. I think they are going to punt this one.
Yeah, they are going to punt. Now the Panthers have no one back to receive the punt.
There's the snap. It's a short kick. Flag is down, and the ball is going to hit and roll. It's going to take a B.E.S.T Academy bounce all the way back to the 35, 34-yard line. Good punt there.
And we will have to check the laundry on the field, Wade.
That's going to hurt for B.E.S.T Academy if it's against them, and it is.
Illegal procedure. That was a nice punt.
The good punt's coming all the way back.
Will they make them re-kick? They're going to decline it and just add it on. At least that's what I'm seeing from the Panthers sideline.
Coach is signaling to decline it.
Is the false start call.
Penalty is declined, so I guess the Panthers say, hey, that's good enough field position anyway.
We'll take it.
Can't be mad at them. You're across the 20, across the 30, close to the 35-yard line. So it is good field position without a doubt. Still very early in the 4th quarter. The Panthers can get a touchdown here. That might be all she wrote for B.E.S.T Academy.
1st and 10, set up at the 34-yard line. 11:30 to go in this one, folks. And Chapel Hill leads 21-7 over B.E.S.T Academy. Lots of running in this one, folks. Big numbers on that rushing yardage total. And add another one there for Morsett. He's going to get another 1st down. And still moving those feet.
I mean, just power. He runs with so much power. That's a gain of 12 on that run, an automatic 1st down. And that's over the average.
And with that 12, that's over 200, isn't it?
That's over 200 yards. You're exactly right. He is at
203?
203 exactly.
Pretty decent math skills over here. A little rusty, but hey, I can add simple numbers.
I need toes and pinkies and some of everything for me to count.
I hope you don't have 200 of those laying around. So 203 yards for Morsett. Congratulations to him, and he's going to have much more as he takes the handoff right here to the right side, and he's going to get near his average. Should be about an 8-yard gain right there.
Just keep giving him the football. Now you have no choice but to give him the football. Now you have a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, and you have a bell cow that is Morsett. There is no other option in the playbook right now.
Keep going to Morsett. You've got to think that's the signal from the sideline.
And if you're the Eagles, you got to take a chance and start gambling. Send a blitz right up the middle. You got to start guessing where he's going. I know it might be risky, but hey, you need the ball back, and you need it back now.
So 10:45 to go, pistol formation. Guess what? Morsett again, but the ball's on the ground, and he'll fall on it. He fell on it.
I believe that's the 2nd fumble on the afternoon.
I think that one falls more on the lines of Brett Roberts right there. Did not get the ball in the gut for him.
If you want to look at anything negative on his night, depends on who you give that fumble to, if you want to give it to the quarterback or not. But Morsett did fumble the ball in the 1st half.
Just keeping that clock moving right now. 10 minutes to go in this one. 3rd and 4. like Morset was moving early, but they didn't call it. He'll get the outside, and he'll be brought down, looks like the 38-yard line for another first down.
First down, Chapel
Just
Hill.
keeps on plugging, keeps on trugging along. Once again, got to the second level, made a defender miss, and went up the right sideline. He has great running skills, great ball skills. He knows what he wants to do.
Under 10 minutes now. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Chapel Hill scores right here. You can pretty much wrap this one up, folks.
You're exactly right. I tend to agree with you, sir. And once again, I just believe the safety is just too far back. I don't think the Panthers are going to pass the ball.
Going left this time with Morset. Trying to stretch it out again. He's going to get to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. It looks like the 31 is where they're going to mark him out.
And once again, just looking for contact. Has B.E.S.T Academy players bouncing off of Morset, and he's still looking for more contact.
Looks like Deontay Hill went down again.
Looks like a gain of 8 for Morset. Brings up second down and 2 now for the Panthers. Getting closer and closer to the red zone.
Closer and closer to that final horn as well. 9 minutes to go in this one.
B.E.S.T Academy defensively have to bow their necks and make a stand.
Well, they stop him just enough right there. I don't think he's going to have enough for the first down.
I think he's going to be short. A 1-yard gain will bring up third down and 1. Nice job of the linebackers and the defensive line that time. Really never got past the first level.
Big number 71, Tyler Gibson, coming back into the ballgame to play nose guard here on third down.
Credit number 18, Robert Tucker, with a tackle on that play, along with 2 of his buddies from the B.E.S.T Academy side.
Third down and 2. Third down and
third
2
and 2.
for the Panthers.
We're looking for another Morset carry right here with the lead block to the left.
Ball on the 30-yard
That's what I would do.
B.E.S.T
Follow
Academy.
the fullback.
They're going to counter it back to the right. He's going to be brought down hard by big number 71. So the substitution pays off. Tyler Gibson comes up with the tackle in the backfield.
They've seen that play too many times. They could not get beat with it for a third time. The first time it was 16 yards. Second time, 32 yards. Excuse me, that was the second time. The third time, loss of 3.
So fourth down now. That was a big stop there for B.E.S.T Academy. I'm not sure they're going to have enough time on the clock to do anything about it. But if they can come up with a fourth down stop right here, they at least have a shot to get some points back on the board.
And the Panthers will go for it on fourth down. So basically the ball game rides on this play.
So the ball game rides on Morset getting 5 yards.
6 down linemen for B.E.S.T Academy. The Panthers don't like that look at all and take a timeout.
Chapel Hill.
So timeout called, 7:36 to go in this one. 21-7, Chapel Hill still leading. Give me an update on Morset.
Morset, if you give me 1 second, as the wind.
Woo, wind taking all our notes away
He's
there.
trying to take our stats away. As I pull up Morset's numbers, I have to like the effort from Big 71 from B.E.S.T Academy. Tyler Gibson was able to stick his nose in on that last play and really got them backwards.
He looked good. I mean, to be such a big guy, he's got some mobility there, and he's going to come back out here on the fourth down attempt right now as well. But as I played center in high school, I know how hard it is when you got a 350-pound guy in your face to be able to snap that ball successfully. That's a tough, tough job.
And Morset is now at 222 yards.
Whew. Continue that look, folks. 222. He breaks a big one here. He could get to 250 before this one's over.
And that's 32 carries, so his average has dropped to 6.9 yards.
Oh,
now.
he's going to have to do something right here to change that. And he does. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Teammates pushing him along. He's going to go down on the 23-yard line. First down, Chapel Hill.
And once again, just keeping the feet moving once he feels contact. When someone touches him or tries to tackle him, the play is not over to Morset. The play has just begun.
So first down now, lined up at the 23-yard line. Just keep giving it to Morset. At this point, nothing else should come in that playbook.
Well, you look smart when you do it.
Oh, go right. It's wide open to the right side right now. Flag call.
Flag on the play.
The it's going to be false start against Chapel Hill.
And that's exactly what the call is. If it was on B.E.S.T Academy, they would have let the play go on unless it was encroachment and one of the defensive linemen touched one of the offensive linemen.
So they'll move them back. But really all that means is the potential for Morset to gain 5 more yards.
You're exactly right, man.
He has not been stopped tonight.
He has been a treat to watch, and you're exactly right. He hasn't been stopped.
So 1st and 15 from the 29-yard line this time.
He has more touches than anybody in the game.
No doubt there. He may have more touches than B.E.S.T Academy has plays tonight. But Morset gets it again, finds the hole up the middle. He'll go down, it looks like, after about a 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain. 2nd and 7 coming from the 27-yard line.
B.E.S.T Academy looking a little bit winded. You're seeing a lot of hands on the hips, looking around, trying to figure out exactly where the run's going to come from next. Not looking too confident on the defensive side right now.
2nd and 8. Takes the snap, throws out to the right side. Ball is batted down this time. Just not a great game from Brett Roberts tonight. You can definitely tell that Morset is the workhorse of this team.
And there's the freshman once again from B.E.S.T Academy, number 18, Robert Tucker. Got to watch out for this kid. He's making splash plays here and there. That time, great job of keeping your eyes in the backfield, noticing that they went with a 3-step drop, so the ball is coming out very quickly. Got his hands up and batted down.
So 3rd and 8, 6 minutes on the clock. Not sure why the clock's still moving after the incomplete pass. Got a hand left this time. Finds the hole. Gets upended. He's going to go down around the 15-yard line. I think he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
I think you're exactly right. A gain of 7 is going to be a yard short. Brings up 3rd down and 1. Tackle made by B.E.S.T Academy, number 13, Jovarius Jackson. Call his name a lot tonight. 13 has been all over the field defensively.
5.5 to go in this one. 4th and 1. Morset right. He'll have the first down and a few more. They're going to spot it to the 11-yard line. First down, Chapel Hill.
And that's just too easy. 4th down and 1. It's a no-brainer. Everybody in the building, everybody in Metro Atlanta knows that Morset is going to get the football. He's so big, and he's so physical running the football. He can just fall forward for the easy 1 yard. He needed 1. He got 3.
1st and 10 now from the 12-yard line.
Time is definitely becoming a factor for B.E.S.T Academy. Start to take gamble plays. Look for the football. Strip the football.
Morset goes right, loses his footing. He won't go anywhere that time.
Yeah, he met a brick wall that time, led by 71 Tyler Gibson. About 5 other B.E.S.T Academy players there on the play. No gain that time.
2nd and 10. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Chapel Hill leads 21-7.
And the B.E.S.T Academy band trying to do everything in their power to get the defense to make a defensive stand here.
They've got me pumped up.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It's enough to get you moving and going. So let's see what the defensive line and defensive linebackers can do.
So shotgun formation now. Looks like number 1, Daryl George, is in at tailback. There's the pass across the middle. Wow, what a catch. Good move there by number 10, Cameron Gill, to just come up with that ball off the deflection. Oh, yeah, my goodness.
Gill got the catch and then received a vicious hit by Waller, Deshaun Waller, the quarterback / defensive back. Really unloaded on him, but Gill was able to hang on to the football. That was pretty amazing.
Not sure how he did that one. Daryl George will stay in at tailback.
Correction.
Can't believe that they're not going to give Morset the chance to get the final touchdown.
The ball will be at the 1 yard line. And for Mr. Gill, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be his first catch of the evening.
I believe you are correct there. They're going to go right this time to Daryl George. He makes a cut, makes another one. Don't think he got in. His knee went down around the 1 yard line.
That's going to be a no gain. He made a few defenders miss, and he could smell the goal line. I mean, he's right there. They're going to give him a gain of about an inch. That's it.
He gets the first down, so 1st and goal.
first and goal.
Well, that's good. You love that situation. When you're that close to the goal line and you can get a touchdown, you can get a first down without a touchdown, you love that.
So 3.5 minutes to go. I believe we've seen the end of Jamarcus Morset for the night. Daryl George is in there for the 3rd consecutive play.
Yeah, go ahead and send him down. He's done enough for the evening. He does have a touchdown already. Over 200 yards. Nice job. Nice day at the office, too.
Moves up in the shotgun formation. Read option play, hands off up the middle. Did they push him in? I don't think he got it.
I don't think so either. He met a lineman in the hole, and he would not let go. Nice job that time by B.E.S.T Academy's defensive line. Coming up off the pile, number 52, Darius Marshall. He was the first one there. The sophomore, 5'10", 205 pounds.
Showing some pride right here, trying to get the goal line stand. Not letting Chapel Hill just walk into the end zone and take another touchdown.
You're exactly right. And I think everyone in the building knows that this game is over, so it's nice to see the pride trying to make a goal line stand here.
2nd down and goal now. Goes left. They tackle him again. He goes down in the backfield one more time.
And he didn't get it again. There's number 13, Jovarius Jackson again. He's made a few plays on this drive and throughout the entire game. If there is a defensive star on B.E.S.T Academy, it is him, and, of course, number 2, Mr. Waller.
So 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
Clock at 2 minutes.
2 down territory. Who wants it more? Love this from B.E.S.T Academy. Not giving up.
Step up one more time. Let's see another stand right here. So he'll take it. They'll go right this time. I think he got in that time.
You saw who they brought in the game, right?
Yeah, they did. Touchdown, Chapel Hill. 27-7 now. We'll wait for the extra point.
And they bring in Morset to get that last 1 yard in there, and he does limp off the field.
That may be why Daryl George was in there.
Morset, his 2nd touchdown of the evening.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that put him over 250 as well.
I will add it up here in a few minutes. He might be close.
I know earlier on in the half when we were around the 32-yard line, he was at 225, and he got the majority of the yardage on that drive. So he's very close if he didn't get it. Number 44, Danny Williams, in to kick the extra point again. It is up, and it is good. Good night for Danny Williams. 4 extra points, and the near missed field goal from 43, just barely short of the crossbar. So 28-7, Panthers lead. All she wrote for B.E.S.T Academy. Let's see if they do anything on this last offensive drive.
Mr. Morset, 39 carries, 248 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
2 yards short of 250. Not a bad night.
And his average did drop from 7.6 to 6.3.
Oh, man. He's going to have to work harder next week.
6 yards per rush, that's not enough.
That's just not good enough.
Yeah, right.
Just
I'll
can't
take
get it
that
done.
any day of the week.
Well, get back out there and run some wind sprints, kid.
Take it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll take it twice on Friday nights.
Oh, man. Somebody will take it on Saturday someday as well.
Exactly. And so if no one is looking at Mr. Morset, number 27, the tailback for Chapel Hill, put on this game tape.
Look for him now.
Put on this film.
He is the workhorse of this team. So Danny Williams will do the kicking duties again. 150 to go on this one. All but over here from Grady Stadium here in downtown Atlanta. Beautiful view of the Atlanta skyline tonight. Love calling here at Grady Stadium. Squib kick on the ground. It's finally fielded by B.E.S.T Academy. That's number 2, Waller, and he'll go down with it at the 30-yard line.
A late hit coming in from B.E.S.T Academy.
Little chippy here at the end. They're not going to call it, though. They're going to get this one over.
There's no flag thrown, just a minute and 42 seconds remaining. Chapel Hill did a nice job. Everything turned on the fumble on the kickoff right before halftime. That was recovered in the end zone for a touchdown for the Panthers.
Even then, no offensive production from B.E.S.T Academy. They couldn't finish drives in the second half.
You're exactly right.
They made some great yardage. They put together some solid drives, including that first drive of the second half. They had the ball for 7 minutes and could not put anything on the scoreboard.
And just chewed up a lot of clock with no points.
Rashad is going to be a quarterback. They'll be in the I formation. Going to hand off to the left side. That's Waller. He's going to get to the outside, and he will get to the 44-yard line. Looks like that's where the official will spot. He'll spot him at the 42.
A gain of 12 on the halfback stretch, stretched it all the way out to the left sideline. He was able to get to the edge and get upfield for the first down and got out of bounds as well.
I believe number 4, Deontay Hill, is done for the night. They're not going to let him come back in after the multiple injuries he's had tonight.
Yeah, no need. He's definitely very talented, and this game is out of reach.
So 1:30 to go in this one. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Rashada's going to hand off to Waller again. Waller stretches it outside, and he'll be knocked out of bounds, it looks like, at the 47-yard line.
And a nice stiff arm to get away from the first defender and was able to get upfield, and that's a gain of 6 if I'm not mistaken. You would have liked a better block from the wide receiver, tried to hang on to the defender, but if that block holds up, Waller could still be running right now.
Just like on that defensive stand, the attempt at the defensive stand, showing some pride right here, grinding out the yardage, trying to get something going for the offense.
And Waller looks a little bit tired after the back-to-back carries.
Been out there all night. That kid has just worked his butt off.
Yes, he has. He's ran the football. He's passed the football. He's been on defense. He's also gotten an interception tonight.
2nd and 4, I formation. Going to throw it out the outside. That's Seaborn again, and he'll stay in bounds this time, and he'll go down right at the first down marker. We'll have to wait and see. I think he got it. Yes, he did. First down from the 47-yard line. They're on the plus side of the 50.
Yep, needed 6, and he got 7. Clock will stop to reset the chains, and now they'll start back again.
Almost to the 1-minute mark in this one. They'll go left this time. Hey, that's Deontay Hill again. He's back in there. He breaks a tackle, makes a couple of spin moves, doing all he can to just hold on to the football right there. He'll get forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, but nothing more. I'm with you. I'm kind of shocked to see him in the ball game this late, and you can see him limping. It's the left leg that is the issue.
Maybe Deshaun Waller was just too tired to keep going. Few carries there. They're going to call a timeout. That's the Academy.
50 seconds remaining. Now with 2 timeouts in their pocket, I wonder if they're going to take the last 2.
I wonder if this was for a break for a couple of these players or if they're actually trying to just push one in the end zone to end it here.
And you could be right, and it could be a little bit of both. They might want to take the timeout to give the players a little extra wind so they can try to get it in the end zone. I don't mind that at all.
So 2nd and 10 now, 50 seconds to go in this one, and a 28-7 lead for Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill likely to hold on. That would push them to 4-3 so far on the season, and B.E.S.T Academy would fall to 2-5. Tough season so far for B.E.S.T Academy. They went 9-0 last season, but just not getting it done like they were last year.
Yeah, and really putting last year in the review and trying to look forward. They do have a lot of work to do. Back to the drawing board or to the chalkboard, whatever reference you want to use, but you want to try to get back to the winning ways of last year by any means necessary.
I'll tell you one thing about this B.E.S.T Academy team. There is not a single senior on the entire roster.
So a lot of turnover.
You're going to have so much youth on this team that's going to be ready for next season now. I mean, you think about it. Deshaun Waller, number 2. You've seen him a lot tonight. He's just a sophomore. Deontay Hill, just a junior. Rashada, who just threw that football right there, just a junior.
Do have a flag down on the play, so the future is bright for B.E.S.T Academy, and it seems like the best players for B.E.S.T Academy are either juniors or sophomores. Like you said, no seniors on the roster, and this will be an illegal procedure false start for B.E.S.T Academy. Back them up 5 yards.
That's the first time I think I've ever seen that in a game. I think that's the first time I've never seen a senior on a roster.
Yeah, not a single senior. You can understand now why they have some trouble. No senior leadership, and that's something that you can't mock it, you can't copy it. Either it's there or it's not.
So I think we mentioned all our skill players there. Seaborn, the wide receiver, number 9, he's a junior. The fullback, number 10, Rontavius Belcher, he's a junior. We mentioned big number 71, Tyler Gibson. He's just a sophomore.
What about number, I think it's 12 or 13?
Number 12, Artavius Dulaney.
13.
That's and Jackson, the other junior. Both of those guys are juniors. They're both the 6'3", 190 wide receivers. So lots of skill coming back for this team. Good heart play there by Waller, just giving everything he's got to get it going. And that should do it in this one, folks. We're down to the 5-second mark. Should hear the horn in just a second. And teams walking off the field. There's the horn. 28-7 is your final here. Chapel Hill will take the victory over the B.E.S.T Academy Eagles. So, RJ, it's not much of putting you on the spot right here, but give me the player of the game. I know what you're going to say.
Well, I'm going to leave that to you. I'm going to leave more set to you. But I'm actually going to go on the other side of the football, and I'm actually go to the losing team, B.E.S.T Academy, and I'm going to go to number 13, Jovarius Jackson, the junior, the wide receiver and linebacker. He played mostly linebacker in this game, 6'2", 190. Put it to you like this, Morset carried the ball 39 times, and Mr. Jackson was there for at least half of them, trying to control him, trying to contain him. So just to kind of throw a little curveball at the end there, that's my player of the game.
So I'll go ahead and go with the obvious. Number 27, Jamarcus Morset for the Chapel Hill Panthers. As you mentioned, high 30s in carries, 248 yards on the ground, almost got to 250. Just an amazing night for him. 2 touchdowns on the ground as well. Scored, oh man, he just had a heck of a game. He was the workhorse. Congratulations to that young man. Really carried his team to a victory. And I'm going to give a shout out as well. You gave one to the losing team. I'll give one to the losing team as well. Give me big number 71, Tyler Gibson. Making some big plays in there at nose guard. Listed at 6'1", 343. I think that might be a little light from seeing him out here. But hey, he's going to be a big kid. He's got some growing left to do as well as the sophomore. Bright futures ahead for B.E.S.T Academy. As we said, no seniors on that roster. Right. And good look ahead to Chapel Hill as well. They're now 4-3 and looking to make their way to the playoffs.
And an honorable mention from B.E.S.T Academy, number 2, Waller, played everywhere. Quarterback, defensive back, ran the ball, got an interception tonight. So an honorable mention to Waller as well.
So solid game from both teams here. We'd like to close it out for you. That's going to wrap it up here from Grady Stadium. You already heard the score tonight, 28-7, folks. Chapel Hill takes the victory. Be sure to check out playonsports.com for information, links to all the upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Aaron McDonald's, videographer, Alicia Fowler, and my partner, R.J. Lewis, I'm Wade Smith saying so long, and we hope you join us next Friday night on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.